Hi, Leo. Welcome to your weekly reading for April 18th to the 24th. I feel like you have a decision coming up that you're going to have to make. And I feel like you've been kind of, playing with the decision or an idea, kind of almost being prepared to make some kind of move. And I feel like that's coming up here for you. But I don't feel like it's a surprise. I feel like it's something you see coming or you've known about for a while. Look at that. Action and beginnings. Yeah. So making a choice, making a decision about some new beginning here for you. I really see a lot of prosperity and abundance in this new beginning as well. I feel like you're going to be very happy in this new beginning. I feel like it's something you've been manifesting, something that you have had your eye on, something that you've been really wanting, calling in for a long time. And now it's really coming into place. Like now it's time for you to receive this abundance. I'm also hearing that if this is something that you've kind of been wanting for a long time, it could have been like years, even decades, maybe for some. It could be something where they're kind of showing me how, there needed to be some kind of like growth in order for this blessing to come in. And so you've been on this path for quite some time, whether you realized it or not. So it could have been something, for example, we wished for when we were kids, or maybe like in college, or, in our younger years. And then now it's like, if that's the place that we're in our life, if we're like, it's some time has passed. You're kind of seeing how a lot of those things that you wished for back then are now starting to come in for you, but you can also see how much you've grown and how much you're in a place where you can really receive and really do something with the blessings that are coming in. So timing seems to have played a really important role here for you. And I feel like you're seeing the bigger picture of that. I feel like there's something about seeing the bigger picture and understanding why some things needed to happen when they needed to happen. So, which is very interesting because that same message was kind of came up for Cancer as well. So like something coming in, finally coming in, but us just being in a different place or being almost like a different person than who we were when we first wanted it or wished for it. It's like there had to have been this growth in order to receive it, is what I'm seeing. So now you're ready to receive, or you're getting very close to that space. So, okay, Leo. Okay, energies for Leo this week. Call, yeah. It's like, it's time for something. There's something like a call to action. It's the time for something to really start happening here for you. I'm hearing like Spirit says you're ready. Wow, how beautiful. Creating new beginnings, exploring. Some of you may have moved. Some of you are maybe in the process of moving. And some of you are in the process of just building something. You're creating something new, building something. And you're kind of playing around, you're exploring, you're kind of figuring out, how do I want to do this? You may also be kind of doing a trial and error kind of thing. So for example, if you're starting a business, you may just be kind of like trying out different things to see if they work, see what works, see what doesn't, and kind of continuously revamping something to really have it come into like full form. So it's like you're really playing, and they're showing me like, playing with a piece of clay or, Play-Doh or something, kind of playing with it and seeing like what eventually kind of comes out of it. What kind of artwork or masterpiece comes out of it. Four of Fire. So building strong foundations is what I'm seeing here. And I feel like there is this, like really knowing what you need or what you're wanting in order to have your Four of Fire, have your Four of Wands. I feel like you've had to go through quite a few experiences to know what those four wands are, is what I'm kind of seeing here. It's almost like, what are the essentials that I need in my life in order for me to build strong foundations, for me to feel fulfilled in my life, for me to feel like there is something here in my life that's worth like building upon, that's worth continuously to continue to grow, to continue to keep flourishing. So I feel like you had to kind of be very selective. You had to go through these experiences to know what those four lanterns or the four wands are for you. Which is a very interesting message, because I haven't really picked up on that message before when it comes to this card. But this is about like having the essentials, having the essential of what I need for my foundation. Okay, let's go into the call. There we go. King of Fire. Being very clear about what it is that you want and being determined to pursue it. So this is all about passion. This is all about having that awakening, having clarity. The King of Fire is someone who knows what they want, has their eyes set on what they want, and goes straight to it. Does not really second guess themselves. There's no doubt. There's a lot of strong confidence to the King of Fire. Really trusts themselves, trusts their heart. Eight of Earth. Working hard towards something that they're very passionate about, this King of Fire. It's like they feel pulled, they feel drawn. Yeah, divinely guided. There's something that it's like, it's destined. It's destined for this King of Fire to have something in their life. It feels like a very beautiful thing, something that is meant for them, something that is worthy of them. And I feel like the King of Fire, I'm kind of also feeling like this King of Fire had to maybe go through some kind of journey to realize that they're worthy of this thing that they feel drawn to or pulled towards. This has to do with worthiness. Four of Earth. Protection. I feel like this Four of Earth is protection from spirit, from the Hierophant here. There is a higher power that is protecting some journey that this King of Fire is on. Six of Earth and Nine of Earth. Going towards one's independence. I feel like there is a lot of help. This King of Fire is receiving a lot of help, a lot of assistance to help them go towards their Nine of Earth, their Nine of Pentacles, their freedom. And there's assistance coming in with the Six of Earth. I wonder, it could be spirit. It could be like the, guides helping, could be opportunities coming towards this King of Fire. Ideas, intuition, insight, and leading to the emotional happiness and fulfillment here. Messenger of Fire. There is a really strong energy of having an eye on something. What is the Ten of Water for this King of Fire? Oh my gosh, wow. The Empress. Okay, so this could be love. This could be a relationship. Yeah. Okay. So I feel like there is a very strong, passionate energy here from the King of Fire who needed to go through and could possibly still be going through some intense healing journey. But the thing is about it is that it's actually in the midst of the healing, it may not feel that way. In the midst of something kind of changing in the King of Fire's life, or there's some kind of, shifts and changes. But at the same time, it's a gift that's being bestowed on this King of Fire because there is something it's like a gift for him. I feel like this Empress is this gift for him. And it doesn't have to be, male or female. It's just the energies for this masculine energy. So I feel as though that there needed to be a recognition of what one really does deserve or what really one is worthy of. Because the King of Fire is someone who knows what they're worth. They're very confident and they go towards what they want. They don't hold back. They are ignited. They're passionate. They're ignited. And they know where their happiness lies. And it's with this Empress. What else do we need to know about this Empress? And it feels like this Empress is very, very stable in knowing what she wants as well. She only invests in the things that she knows is worthy of her. A lot of this has to do with worth. A lot of this has to do with recognizing one's worth. And I feel like there's a really beautiful connection that's happening out of this recognition of what one really does deserve or really does feel like they're worthy of, or they're worthy of love of this type of love or this type of connection. So that's really nice. I really like that energy that's coming in here. What else is coming up for this Empress? Oh my gosh, look at that. Happiness, joy, fulfillment. The Queen of Water, someone who's compassionate, someone who is loving and caring. Someone who shines in their own way, someone who knows themselves really, really, really well. Someone who listens with compassion, someone who understands, who can see other people's perspectives, has empathy, does not have pride and ego, does not let that get in the way. There's going to be success and victory there with the Three of Water. There's a lot of happiness coming in here. And the Messenger of Earth, so an offer of commitment, an offer of wanting to grow and build something. There's a common ground that's coming in here for both parties. So that's going to pave a really beautiful way for this connection to happen. Like both people kind of wanting to work together and wanting to work through things. If it's mutual, then there's something there to work with. So then we have the Page of Earth. 5 of Water. Why do we have the 5 of Water here? The Page of Earth. Regret. Regret, loss. Okay, so I feel like a lot of this is about a relationship here. So this relationship could have been something from the past. It has been something that, didn't work out or kind of went in another way, because I heard the word regret with the 5 of Water. So it's almost as if someone here is feeling that, there was this relationship, this connection from the past, but it's almost as if kind of looking at it and regretting that the fact that we have the 5 of Water and the Page of Earth, it's like regretting that someone is regretting that they didn't build, that they didn't invest their energy, like they didn't take the time to work at that piece of clay. That maybe the piece of clay was presented to them, but then they just kind of abandoned it and let it harden. And just kind of tossed it to the side. And now they're kind of like looking at it and seeing like, I should have invested in that, I should have put my energy into it, but I didn't. And so there's this sense of loss, regret, remorse about something from the past. Why didn't I let that grow? Why didn't I put the energy towards it? So there's like this evaluation of that, kind of looking back and evaluating things from the past or things from, okay, I'm also hearing something about career as well. So maybe for some, there has been something where, I'm almost kind of hearing a fair chance or a fighting chance. So this could have something to do with like a relationship, but this could also have to do with someone's path in general, where, there could have been some kind of opportunity where they could have taken it, but they weren't allowed, or they weren't allowed to give something a fighting chance. Like they weren't even allowed to try something like that. It's like, I feel like there's someone here that's looking back at a lot of different things from their past and kind of seeing where there were missed opportunities for growth. And there wasn't a chance or an opportunity to grow something. So there's like this inventory of it. There's like this life review or analysis is kind of what I'm seeing here about some things from the past. Okay, what else do we need to know about that? 7 of Earth and 6 of Water. Fortune's Wheel. Yeah, so I'm hearing second chances, and I'm also hearing just a turn of events. I feel like for someone here who feels like this sense of loss or regret, I feel as though there is there's a destined change of events. But I also feel like this change is also going to cause some kind of ripple effect in other areas in their life. So it's like making one kind of change or decision in one area is also going to affect, different relationships, different dynamics. I'm seeing a change in relationships, not just in romantic relationships, but maybe just like with family, with friends. It's almost like the vibe or the dynamic is going to be a bit different. But I feel like it's going to be more fitting. It's going to be more in alignment with how someone has changed, how they are now. What else do we need to know about this with the Fortune's Wheel? 5 of Fire. Yeah. So someone really standing in their power. Someone's allowing themselves to stand out, allowing themselves to be seen more, allowing themselves to express themselves more and feeling free to do so. So not really being shaken by, how other people react to them or what they say. So that's a really beautiful, empowering energy that's coming through here, Leo. So there's a lot of unknown. It's like kind of taking the risk. Someone here is taking risks, taking chances, allowing themselves to be in the arena, not knowing how something is going to turn out, but taking that risk and allowing themselves to venture into the unknown anyways. Wow, look at that. And taking that risk and that chance is really helping them to move through different stages in one's life. So they're being guided, divinely guided. But look, being divinely guided towards someone's happy ending is what I'm hearing here. I feel like there's a really beautiful happy ending for some connection as well. Feeling like you are completely fulfilled in one's life and feeling happy in one's life. 2 of Earth. Yeah, changes. There's a shift and change in physical realities, physical world. What else? What else do we need to know with the 2 of Earth and 10 of Earth? Page of Water. New connections, this could be friendship. Could also be just like understanding one another, understanding someone, and understanding oneself as well on a whole new level. This could also be a connection to one's inner child as well, is what I'm seeing, kind of a reconnection with one's original self or true self, and kind of like getting to know themselves again, or getting to know themselves in a way that maybe they didn't get to. Yeah, there's something definitely changing here. There's a deep transformation that's occurring. Let's pick one more. And look at that, Ace of Earth, beautiful new beginnings. I always love it when the Ace of Earth comes up, because it's it's a sign of good luck. It's a sign of prosperous new horizons, new beginnings here. I am kind of feeling like with the Ace of Earth, there is something about being brave, being courageous, but also almost like you may even surprise yourself. Leo, with what you are capable of, what you're capable of, like using your voice, or using, or standing up for something, or, going after an opportunity, however it is, however that resonates for you. Really seeing your own growth in something in your life where you're making a change is going to be really, there's a breakthrough here with that Ace of Air. There's a breakthrough onto a new path. So 4 of Fire, what do we need to know about this 4 of Fire for Leo? 3 of Fire. So I feel like, there's this knowledge, there's this realization of what do I need in order for me to be happy in my life, for me to build strong foundations, and you're going after it. You are allowing yourself to go after the things that is going to really give you your happiness and your joy. 2 of Fire, taking risk, taking a chance, making a choice. Yeah, you're definitely at a crossroads. You're definitely being asked to make some kind of decision. Fool. New journey. And patience. So I'm also hearing like 1 foot at a time, 1 step at a time is how it's gonna go. It's not gonna all happen at once. It's not gonna be an all of a sudden kind of thing. It's gonna be an inching in that direction, and things are going to feel better and better and better as you keep moving forward. In the beginning, as something is just starting, it may feel a bit, the anxiety or the hesitancy may be a bit more, just because we're like kind of really maneuvering from one stage in our life to the next. But as you kind of keep walking onto that path, you'll see it's almost like there'll be more and more clarity that comes in, or things that will just kind of just make more sense to you in that way. What else do you need to know about this patience and the Fool? Leo. 9 of Fire. Yeah, learning from lessons from the past. I'm hearing believing in oneself, powerfully manifesting what one wants in one's life, and following one's heart and taking action on it. So I kind of feel like, again, there may have been some experience here, especially with that King of Fire. I really felt like there's some kind of experiences here that someone had to go through to really know what they want. It's almost like maybe they had to experience what they didn't want in order for them to really know what they really wanted. And that's what that 4 of Wands is. It's like, what do I know without a shadow of a doubt that this is what I need for my life to be built on strong foundations, and then going after those things is what I'm seeing here. That's that new beginning. It's having this knowing, this knowledge, it's not a guessing thing. I think that it's this, like this is, I know this for sure. Seven of Fire, yeah. Taking a leap of faith and also setting strong boundaries. I feel like this is something only you and you alone can do for yourself. And then Messenger of Water. Again, following your heart. This could also be reaching out to someone or someone reaching out to you. And having like a heart-to-heart conversation, or, even making an offer of love or confession of love. But there is someone here that's really thinking about it, though. So there's someone here that I feel like really wants to, express their love or express something, but they're holding back with the 4 of Air. But I feel like they're holding back not because they're wanting to hold back, but because they're thinking, they're in their mind, they're kind of trying to figure out, how do I do this? How do I come forward? But there'll be success and victory. Someone will figure it out. And I feel like there'll be a good, oh, look at that, good response with that. So Ace of Water. So this is falling in love. This is being happy. This is being successful in love. That's what I see. And look at that. How beautiful is that? The Emperor. So it's like the Emperor here. This is like the Emperor story. Is what I'm seeing here. And the Emperor is going after their Empress, The Emperor right now is embodying the King of Water and the King of Fire. So really getting in touch with one's passion, getting in touch with one's heart, and very determined to rebuild or to build a new way, a new path, and kind of working very hard at that. And all of it, I feel, is for not just for their own empowerment. I feel like in this way, they're also taking back their power in other areas in their life. So maybe in one's career. But I feel like at the basis of it, a lot of the things that this Emperor is kind of going through and transmuting and transforming is for his Empress. So it's a very beautiful story here. Okay, let's go into some guidance cards here. What do we need to know for Leo for this week? Guidance messages for Leo for this week. Be spontaneous. Beautiful. So doing things that are a bit different from what you normally would do. This is about shaking things up. This is about following your heart. I feel like there's something very liberating about that. I feel like maybe if there's someone here that kind of tends to maybe overthink about things before they do them, or tends to kind of like talk themselves out of something. I'm hearing from Spirit that it's going to really refresh the energy to kind of just do stuff and not think too much about them. It's going to really help break someone out of some kind of overthinking is what I'm hearing. So that may not resonate for everybody, but if you feel like you're in this state of overthinking, I'm hearing that from Spirit to like kind of add some spontaneity to your life. And it doesn't have to be big things, just, small things. Like, I think I'm going to take a detour, on my way home from work. Instead of going the usual route, I may do something different. Or changing up your schedule, making some kind of shift and change in your everyday life, and kind of adding on to that is going to really help shift your energy in the way you shift your life, the path, in a way that you want. So kind of breaking out of that stagnancy, because change is on the horizon here for you. So I'm almost feeling with the spontaneity card that changing little things in one's daily life will also add to that. It will also kind of increase the manifestation of like a new path opening up here, because you're doing things differently now, even from the way maybe what you're eating, or to the schedule that you're following, the routines, breaking out of routines. I don't know, exploring like a new place in the city, in the town that you live in. So something like that. Let's do one more guidance message for Leo. Cycles. Yeah. Everything has its right time. Honor the cycles of your body. Tune into the moon's magic. Yeah. So this is also about really getting in touch with one's intuition, and also honoring the cycles of life is kind of what I'm hearing here as well, because I really feel like there's someone here, the feeling it's the Emperor. I'm sure that these other energies are also kind of, because I feel like the Empress itself is also kind of going through some kind of major cycle, but I feel like the story here is about the Emperor. And I feel as though this Emperor is really experiencing a major ending to a cycle, and kind of transforming it and moving into the next cycle of one's life. But I feel like this is about honoring that and understanding that. I feel like there is an expansion, a really big expansion in one's horizons. And it's almost as if someone here, I'm kind of seeing that someone here might have, and this may not necessarily be you, Leo, this could be someone that you're connected to, or someone that is a part of your story, where it's almost like, for a long time, they could have lived their life in their scope, their perspective could have been much smaller. Like they just kind of, their world was much smaller. It could have been very black and white. And I feel like there's some kind of opening up, seeing that there's more to life, or that the world is much bigger than what they thought it was, or there are more options available to them than they thought there were. Sorry, I couldn't say that. But yeah, I think that this is a beautiful journey. This is about, someone experiencing like something that they just never thought that they would experience. So very interesting and beautiful is what I'm seeing. So, okay. I hope this reading resonated. If it did, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you for next week. Bye, Leo.